Welcome to the Video Marketing Conversation. I am very excited that I have Sarah Tourville with me today. She's with a company called Media Frenzy Global, and you are a global company, so headquartered here in Atlanta, but not from Atlanta.
Not from Atlanta, you are correct, and it's fantastic to be here today. Thank you for inviting me. Media Frenzy Global, we are in London. We've been there since 2006, and most recently we set up our HQ for North America in Alpharetta, just north of Atlanta. But my background is very much international, having worked at Motorola for a long period of time, heading up corporate communications, and then Media Frenzy Global has been in Dubai, London, and North America. So we have clients in many different continents.
So give a little idea or a little overview of who Media Frenzy works with and why it's so important that they work with you. So a little bit about who the company is.
Well, I love to say that Media Frenzy Global is about creating the media frenzy, and that's why we chose the name. And we've demonstrated what that means to technology companies, which are the clients that we serve. What does it mean to create that media frenzy? And so we see media frenzy as when you're having key influencers like media, analysts, bloggers, editors, writing and talking about a B2B technologies brand when it's all coming together and it's all integrating together online. And then you take that even further because public relations and analyst relations has evolved so much over the years that media relations and analyst relations requires a lot more than just your traditional way of handling the media and analysts. So as the industry has grown, our services have grown, which means we do a lot of content creation. We create really compelling and dynamic content. And we look at all the other different avenues as well in terms of SEO, in terms of Google advertising, in terms of social advertising platforms. When you get all of these different mechanisms working together, and you don't have to do all of them, when you start to see media talking to analysts and your Google advertising strategy working, etc., you start to create the media frenzy.
So who's the ideal client? I mean, what are you looking for, and when are they? When do people need to be looking for you, really, is the question. It's not just who are you looking for, but when do companies need to engage professional PR and media relations?
Yeah. So our ideal client are very much that medium size B2B technology company. I mean a client who's turning over like 30 to kind of $50 million in revenue per year. They actually create a technology, so they're not a service provider of a technology. They actually develop technology in their company and they sell that technology to other businesses. So they fit in that B2B environment.
Which is why Atlanta makes such a good place for you, because Atlanta's a technology hub. Then I think you have an office in Texas. Where?
No, in London.
London?
Yeah, and Alpharetta.
Okay.
So, and Alpharetta has 900 technology companies, many of them B2B technology companies. And where we come in and where we fit in with these companies is an understanding. We hear it many times from marketing directors and PR directors that in technology marketing, it's crazy. How do you keep up? There is so many, there's 2,000 technology marketing platforms out there. There's every day the industry is becoming more and more complex. And I think the statistics are I think 40% of companies by 2017 are going to be hiring a chief technology marketing officer because technology is out of control. Marketing is becoming out of control. It's like a science. No longer is it about just writing good content. You've got to measure your content. You need to be able to stand up to your results. And that's where Media Frenzy comes in, because we don't take just here's your content and let's get on with it type of approach, or here's the media you need to be speaking to and let's move forward. We look at the B2B buying cycle of our customers. We sit down and we figure out their target audience, but much more than that, we look at the pain points your customers are having across different stages of the buying cycle. And by doing that, we're able to assess what is the right messaging then which is going to appeal to your customers across the different stages of the buying cycle.
So it sounds like that you guys really do have an all-inclusive service for technology companies, B2B mostly, and help them create a buzz and create a frenzy, using your word, create a frenzy with analysts and with social media, with bloggers and stuff like that. So what I want to do is I want to ask you to stick around, and we're going to do a part 2 of our video interview here. And in part 2, I'm going to ask Sarah to give us some must-haves, some things that you have to think about if you're going to try to create a media frenzy around your brand.